Hey everybody, welcome to Chris's Daily Read Aloud, Magic Treehouse Edition. Today we are finishing chapters 9 and 10 of Magic Treehouse book number 10, Ghost Town at Sundown by Mary Pope Osborn. If you'll recall, Jack and Annie just figured out that the answer to their riddle was an echo. Now they're headed back into town. Chapter 9, Lonesome Luke. The sun was low in the sky when they reached Rattlesnake Flats. "Let us off in front of the hotel," said Annie. "You sure the stage is coming through here?" said Slim. "Yep," said Jack and Annie together. In front of the hotel, Slim got down from Dusty. Then he helped Jack and Annie down. "I hope you'll come to Laramie and visit me," said Slim. He winked. "I might be needing some help on my book." "Sure," said Annie. Slim climbed back on Dusty. He looked down at Jack. "You know, Shorty," he said, "you might be short, but you're mighty tall in the brains." "Thanks," said Jack. "And Smiley," Slim said, "your grit courage is nothing to smile about." "Thanks," said Annie. "Good luck with your writing, Slim," said Jack. "I'm grateful to you both for steering me straight," said Slim. "I promise I'll thank you someday." "Really?" said Annie. "Cowboy never goes back on his word," said Slim. Then he snapped his reins and Dusty loped down the street. "Bye, Slim," yelled Annie. Slim coolly turned one last time. He waved his hat. "So long, partners," he called. Then he rode off into the sunset. Jack let out a deep sigh. "Okay, I'm ready to take off my boots now," he said. "Me too," said Annie. They sat down on the porch of the hotel. They started pulling off their boots. "Think Jack will finally get his boots off this time?" There! Jack got them both off. He wiggled his toes. He took his sneakers out of his pack and put them on. Annie put hers on too. "Man, sneakers never felt so good," said Jack. Suddenly the sound of a piano drifted through the air. "Lonesome Luke," said Annie. Jack grabbed his pack. He and Annie crept across the porch. They pushed open the swinging door. The piano was playing Red River Valley. Sitting on the piano stool was the dim but shimmering shape of a cowboy. Just then, the ghost of Lonesome Luke looked at Jack and Annie. He waved a shimmering hand. Jack and Annie waved back. Then the ghost of Lonesome Luke faded away. Cold air wafted past Jack and Annie. They both shivered. "Oh, man, let's go," breathed Jack. They leapt and dashed up this dusty road. They ran across the cracked ground and past the graveyard. They ran until they reached the tree with the magic treehouse in it. Annie grabbed the rope ladder. She hurried up, and Jack followed. They were out of breath when they got inside the treehouse. Annie grabbed the ancient scroll. She unrolled it. "Yay!" she said. The scroll had one glowing word on it. Echo. "We got it right," said Annie. Jack grabbed the Pennsylvania book. He pointed to a picture of the Frog Creek woods. "I wish we could go there," he said. The wind started to blow. The treehouse started to spun faster and faster. Then everything was still. Absolutely still. Chapter 10. Echo from the Past. Jack and Annie looked outside. The sun had slipped behind the trees of the Frog Creek woods. Annie still held the ancient scroll. She put it in the corner next to the scroll from their ocean trip. "Just 2 more to go," she whispered. "Yep," said Jack. He unzipped his pack. He pulled out Days of the Wild West. He put it on top of a stack of books. "Ready?" he said. Annie was staring at the books. Her mouth dropped open. "What's wrong?" asked Jack. Annie just kept staring. "Have you gone nuts?" said Jack. Annie pointed at the cover of the Wild West book. "Read the cover," she said. Jack picked up the book. He read the title aloud. "Days of the Wild West." He looked at Annie. "So?" "Keep reading," said Annie. The author's name was below the title. It was in small letters. Jack read, "Slim Cooley." Jack gasped. His mouth dropped open. He and Annie stared at the words for a long moment. "Oh man," whispered Jack. "We were using Slim's book. The book he wrote after he left us." Jack and Annie shook their heads with wonder. Jack opened Slim's book. He looked at the title page. At the bottom of the page, he read, "Texas Press, Dallas, 1895. Jack turned the page. He read the dedication. "With thanks to Smiley and Shorty, 2 strangers who changed my life." Jack looked at Annie. "Slim dedicated his book to us," he said. "Yep," said Annie. She smiled. Jack placed Slim's book back on the stack of books. Then he and Annie left the treehouse and climbed down the ladder. As they started through the woods, the trees were alive with bird sounds. The air felt moist and soft. "Frog Creek seems so peaceful," said Jack. "No rattlers, no rustlers, no ghosts." "Yeah, but no Slim Cooley either," said Annie sadly. "I know," said Jack. "But when we read his book, it'll be like he's still talking to us." "Oh, right," said Annie. "You mean it's like an echo from the past?" "Yeah," said Jack softly. "Wow." Just then, out of the blue, a voice called, "Jack! Annie!" "It's Dad," said Annie. "Coming!" she and Jack shouted. Then they ran all the way home through the long shadows of the setting sun. And that is the end of book number 10, Ghost Town at Sundown. Join us again next week for book number 11, Lions at Lunchtime. We'll have to see where Jack and Annie's next adventure takes them. Thanks for joining us. Hope you have a great day. Stay safe, wash your hands, and have fun, everybody. Bye.